Hola, welcome back to our channel where we study, discuss, and add knowledge so that we may know more and be more. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. Please stick around. You'll love it here. Let's have this discussion about taking ownership. The ability to take ownership in a situation when something has gone wrong is a virtue. It reveals a degree of strength of character. The inclination naturally for most people would be to quickly look for an object to blame. Someone or something has to take the fall for what happened. It's not always the case for someone to agree to the role they played in a situation. So when we see somebody willing to be responsible for their role in a situation that has gone wrong, we should acknowledge the strength that they have displayed in that moment. The blame thing is almost okay now. We see it happen all the time. Blame shifting. It has to be somebody. It has to be a situation. If it's not, it just has to be something other than the person in the situation. And it's kind of like something we see often these days. I don't know if it's always been like that, but I'm noticing it a lot now. Before someone would even take time to assess a situation, analyze it, and understand what is happening, the first thing will be to quickly push the blame. Oh, it's because of this or that, but not because of them. Precious. To take ownership is to take some time to analyze and assess a situation when something has gone wrong and seek to know or understand your role in enabling that thing. What did you do that caused that thing to go wrong? What did you do that enabled that situation to go wrong? When a situation goes wrong, the first thing to do would be to assess it from yourself before others. Because when you start from yourself, you exercise some control because you are the person you can control and understand the role you played that enabled that situation. Recently, just a few days ago, I watched the full interview of Oprah and Kristen Cabot, I think that's her name, the lady involved in the Coldplay kiss cam scandal, the most watched video in recent times. That's, I hear, had over 300 billion views or something ridiculous like that. This is a woman who the whole world was or is shaming and blaming right now in a situation that involves she and someone else. She is the one who has been hit harder than the other party. She has taken all sorts of shaming and blaming from the world. I watched her sit at that interview with Oprah and took ownership of her role in that situation with such dignity. I couldn't help but admire her. That's what I'm talking about. She didn't try to say it's because of him or because of her ex-husband or because of anybody else or anything else. She acknowledged that she played a role in that situation and she was going to own it. I mean, what better way to take control of something that has gone wrong already but by stepping up, owning up, so that you can move on. Because otherwise, what would have happened is she would have been defined by that situation for the rest of her life. I mean, something that was a mistake that happened in a moment would define a whole personality, and every other thing about that person would be swept under or even forgotten because of a flaw that can be fixed. I would always say it. People are bigger than their mistakes. Somebody in all of their magnanimity in all of their magnificence should not be written off because of a momentary flaw that can be fixed. So I applaud that woman. She sat there, had that interview, and owned her role in that mistake. And she's ready to move on. Let's take a moment here. Is there a situation in your life right now that you should take ownership of? A situation that may have gone wrong, that you know that you should analyze, assess, and take ownership of the role that you may have played in enabling that situation. Maybe you enabled it or you are still enabling it. Take a moment and think about it. Ask yourself these 3 questions. What did I do that caused this thing to happen? That's number 1 question. Number 2, what did I fail to do that probably would have averted this? Number 3, how can I take responsibility starting now and control this situation to the best of my ability, starting from myself? I think that if you can start from here and now to accept that you played a role in a situation that has gone wrong because you're involved in it, things might pan out differently. Even if they don't pan out differently, at least you can exonerate yourself by saying, okay, you know what? I acknowledge what I did or did not do, and I try to fix it by taking responsibility for my actions and being accountable. At the end of the day, we cannot dispute how noble and laudable it is to choose to toss shame aside, resist the urge to pass blames, and take ownership of our actions in a situation that we're involved in. That is something that should be added to our power bank. As I always say, no more, be more. See you next time. Until then, adios.